Hello, welcome to this learning episode on diversity, equity, and inclusion. DEI is one of the prominent areas in HR which is emerging and evolving. Diversity has moved from compliance perspective to business imperative. Let us first define what is diversity. Diversity means accepting the wide views of various people. What do you mean by a diverse leader? A diverse leader is one who knows his subordinates' interests outside the work, not only within the work, outside the work. What does inclusion mean? Inclusion means making the employees feel better, making them welcome, bringing them to the table, accepting their views. Most of us were born in small towns, which is not our fault since our parents or forefathers were from small towns. Therefore, we have limited world views. Here, diversity means having unlimited world views, accepting wide differences. Diversity is a byproduct of inclusion. So how do you define an inclusive leader? One of the key characteristics of an inclusive leader is active listening, not passive listening or selective listening. It is active listening. Therefore, we'll have to train our leaders on the skill of active listening. Therefore, they will be able to listen to their subordinates and accept their views. What is the difference between equity and equality? Here, equity we refer to in HR parlance, not in financial parlance. Equity means to ensure that everybody reaches the same level, accomplishes the goal. Equality means providing equal opportunities to everyone so that they reach the goal. So there is a significant difference between equity and equality, though the both terminologies are used interchangeably, which is not correct. The next is the business case for DEI. For any initiative to be implemented, the HR folks, HR professionals should have a business case. So what is the business case here? How do you do it? What impact does DEI have on the business? How it will impact the business? Whether DEI will help in improving the productivity, profitability, accomplishing the goals, objectives, vision, mission, etc. Without a business case, it will be difficult to get a buy-in from the leadership team. Now let us look at the layers of diversity. There are 4 layers of diversity, commonly referred to as dimensions: organizational dimension, external dimension, internal dimension, personality dimension. Example of an organizational dimension is 75% of the employees in HR department are female staff. Example of an external dimension is age, color, gender, etc. Example of internal dimension is interests outside the work, habits, recreation, etc. Coming to personality dimension, you would have heard about the word negative affectivity. You would have come across people reacting negatively whenever we say something. Similarly, there is something called positive affectivity. So these are examples of personality dimensions. The next one is D&I initiatives. Common D&I initiatives implemented by modern organizations are celebrating different festivals, different holidays, so that all feel included. Encouraging suggestion schemes, Likewise, many DEI initiatives are there. Then there is a concept called blurred branding in DEI. The concept of employment branding, as I have enumerated in my another video, as derived from the marketing branding, that is product brand. This blurred branding refers to that there is a confusion between product branding and employment branding. In the website, if somebody sees the organizational website, we'll come to know what are the products and services offered by the organization. But we cannot assume the products and services targeted to specific customers, those same customers will fit into our employment brand. So there is a difference between customer brand and product brand. This difference should not result in blurred branding. That is assuming that your customers would like your employment brand. So to conclude, for the DEI to be effective and efficient, it requires a business case, support from the top management, and involvement from employees. And there is a strategic process to DEI, which I will discuss in my next video. Until then, I'm signing off. Thank you for watching.